A blessed Mabon to you all, each and every precious one of you. I've had a very, very busy, hectic few days. I went up to Belfast to visit my granddaughter, and when I came back, on the drive on the way back, I was contemplating my life at Bealtaine, and in particular my home, the cottage here. I'm thinking to myself, could I make better use of all the space? Because with the equinox, today, Mabon, we have equal day and equal night. And what's happening now from tomorrow will be, in essence, the descent towards Samhain. The days are getting shorter. We're going down towards Samhain. And Samhain is a very, very special festival in the Celtic calendar. The most special, the most precious festival, because it marks the beginning of another year. It marks the ending of the old year and the beginning of a new year. So much of this feeling that I get at this time of the year is tied in with renewal, with bringing new space in, with opening up space, with casting adrift the things that you don't want to keep hold of, with starting anew. And that entails Cleary Night. For me, it entails Cleary Night. And when I say Cleary Night, I mean really getting to grips with sorting out all that is cluttered. You can let things get cluttered and you end up almost feeling like the ancient mariner from the rhyme of the ancient mariner, that all this clutter becomes an albatross around one's neck, and that you have to find a way to get that weight off you. So, it's still very messy, but I'll show you what I've been doing. And I know it's the twilight, but I don't want to turn on loads and loads of lights. So bear with me. So, Jack's enjoying being in the lodge, because of course on this lovely wooden floor, which is very insulated underneath, it's very warm, and you can just about see the embers in the stove there. Can you see the embers in the stove? Just open it up. You see? So I've lit the stove in here. So what I decided to do, I decided to clear out the beds from the lodge and turn the lodge into an office cum studio for myself. And what was the little study in the cottage itself is now becoming like a dressing room for me, so I can put all my clothes in there and all my shoes and my hats and all the stuff that I'm sewing and, just basically all the sort of fabrics and stuff to do with my life. So this is now my office cum studio. And I took delivery, by the way, of the bumper stickers. Just pull this out into the light. So you can see I've got the bumper stickers there, and there's they're upside down. Let me just turn them around. There's the Goddess stickers. So I'm busy writing out lots and lots of envelopes. Got my cup of tea here. And for posting tomorrow. So on this blessed Mabon, it is a time for clearing, for preparing, for taking stock, for renewing, and to allow new energies in, because I want to be really prepared for the new year. So I'll just bring you through here into the light a little bit. There's been boxes and packages and Lord knows what sat round in here. I'm just about getting to grips now with the finality of the work. I took the whole car loaded up with bags and boxes of stuff for the charity shop today. And lots of books as well. Let me just turn off this radio, because as usual I've just picked up the camera. I never actually prepare for a video. I just think to myself, oh right, I'm going to just make a little video and share this now with everyone. So what else did I want to say about Mabon? Yes, this incredible change that's happening. It's something that living in the corporate world, living in the world of consumer durables, sometimes you're inclined to miss. But for me, living close to Mother Earth and in trying to entice you to live close to Mother Earth, it brings the importance of the changing seasons and the changing light and how the planets work with Earth, how all that takes place. It brings all that to the fore and makes that more important than some of the silliness that we engage in everyday life. Now, I could actually go off on a little bit of a rant, because I felt a little bit of a rant coming on earlier on. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to rant on Mabon. I'm going to save my rant for tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up, fire myself up with some rocket fuel, aka strong coffee, and let off a bit of steam, because there's quite a few things that have been that have brought themselves to my attention, and I've got some strong words to say. So this is my little dressing room come just basically clothes, fabrics, bits and bobs, and just to give myself a little bit of space as well. Of course, you know that I'm a great shopper for clothes. I say that as like a throwaway remark, but you all know where I shop, don't you? Okay? So I can shop to my heart's content. And I give away an awful lot of stuff, clothes as well, today in the charity shop. So, I think I'll just take you outside before Jack, I love the way Jack runs out, day or night, he'll just run out that door because he has the same little thing in his head that he's possibly going for a walk. Jack, it's wet. It's actually been drizzling and mizzling for most of the day. But despite all that, just hear birds up there. Despite all that, you've got this seasonal colouring going on. Now I must just show you this. And just keep the camera pointed down, or I'll keep my hand over the lens of it, top of the lens, just to stop it getting wet. Because when I was out here this morning, just go down in here. When I was out here this morning, I noticed the first of the harvest of edible mushrooms. Well, the ones that I know for definite are edible come up, and these of course are the shaggy ink cap mushrooms, and there they are down there. Look at that. Can you see them in the light? Now I did actually harvest some of them already today, because I did some I chopped them and froze them, so I've got a small batch in the freezer, and then there's some here that I missed when I was away, but you can see that big pile there. It's a big group, and they're sort of going a wee bit inky. But these ones here, of course, are just perfect. And I've got lots more down the bank. I don't know if you can see the little ones coming up further down. And of course they will also come up here in this patch of land as well, very soon. So I'm going to scoot back in because I'm getting wet. Of course, it's been a beautiful Mabon, despite the rain. A lot of bird song today, and this morning there was a lot of bird song. Now that's what I harvested this morning. Some cucumbers and tomatoes. And they're in with the little onions that I harvested some time ago. So, a blessed Mabon to you all. And tomorrow begins that spiralling down towards Samhain. Of course, that was one of the things I wanted to say, which I'll say now, because I think it's appropriate to say this on Mabon. Little snail on the wall, look. That as I walk round the shops, I'm aware of all the ghastly, ghoulish, plastic tat that's been sold in the shops to celebrate what the corporate world calls Halloween. They've turned Samhain into something called Halloween, which is all about ghouls and horror and blood and zombies and creepy stuff, and it has absolutely nothing to do with that. But as I said, I'm not going to rant on Mabon. I'll save it to the morning. Blessings to you all.